It's ups and downs in anything. Keep going, my nigga. It's better than I damn near had to sacrifice everything.
Ups and downs in anything. Week 26, segment 26. Your boy Mello, TMG Risers and Fools. You know what time it is. You should know by now. If you don't know, get to know. Risers and Fools will be simply take stock of our athletes and their organizations over the previous week. See who's been rising in stock and see who's been falling in stock. And we go from there. And damn, with no further ado, let's get into our first Risers of the week. In fact, excuse my French. I have some honorary Risers of the week because, you know, these guys are special. First and foremost, Ayo Kun of Agenda, the team I play for. My defender, my CP, centre-back. So, defender of the season he won. Managers player of the season and players player of the season. He scooped up 3 awards. See, I only got one. I got midfielder of the season, you see. You know, your boy can still do a little thing or two. If you can read it, you know, midfielder of the season, Mellow there is what it is. But he got outdone by the boy Jerome. This guy won signing of the season, goal of the season, most goals in the season, and forward of the season. He scooped up 4 awards. Damn, no one else got more. Shout out them boy Jerome and Ayo Kun. Real ballers. Real recognized, real, and, you know, little aside, I mean, I could have given Jerome an extra 5 goals. He could have given me an extra 5 assists or so if he wanted to, you know, put my chances away. But, you know, we ain't going to get into that, man. The guy he's a straight bagsman, and Ayo Kun's a rock. You know, modern day ball playing centre back. I mean, make sure you tune into Agenda FC on socials. You know, I think it's Agenda_FC. It'll be in the description, anyways. But make sure you tune into us because, you know, we're going places. We're in the Premier Division now with Bromley and South, and we're going for everybody. But, you know, let's get straight into it. First Riser of the week is that boy KD, Slim Reaper. That's Kenny boy KD. Wow. He literally put the US Olympic national team on his back again and again to take home the gold in Tokyo. As he said, the skills are unmatched. And, you know, especially at his height and his length, the skill is unmatched. I mean, 6'10", 11, basically a 7-footer. Skills of a guard can pull up from 30. Like Stephen A likes to say. I mean, he came at all the haters and doubts one time. And I just love it, man. He's an interesting cat. He's an interesting guy. I mean, he speaks his mind. He doesn't care about what people say. Maybe he does. That's why he responds to them too much, maybe. But, you know, he's on social media too, like the rest of us are. And he has the opportunity to respond to guys if they try to get at him. But yeah, in the process of leading America to gold in Tokyo, became the leading Olympic scorer in US males history. He's got 435 points in 22 games. It's an average of 19.3 points per game. He joins Carmelo Anthony, my guy, by winning the 3rd gold. And I believe he also overtook Carmelo Anthony by becoming the top scorer in Olympic basketball history for the US men's national team. And in the final against France, who beat them in the warm-up to start all this palaver and uncertainty and doubt that all the quote-unquote haters like Big Perk, one of the guys that KD called out. Because, yeah, I mean, they lost to Nigeria and they lost to France and it wasn't looking too good. I mean, it's the first time they lost a warm-up game since like 2002 or 3 or so, definitely in the mid-2000s. But in the final game, he went for 29, 6 and 3 on 1 block. Field goal percentage, 50%, 9 of 18. 3-point percentage, 33%, 3 of 9. Free throw percentage, 89%, 8 of 9. An efficient night for the guy, KD. I mean, 3-point, maybe he went for 4 out of 9 instead of 3 out of 9. He'd be close to that 40% mark, which he's known for. You know, he's one of the 50, 40, 90 guys. But yeah, that's KD. From basketball, go to football. Jackie Boy. England's next superstar, some say. Some say he looks like a young David Beckham. He signed for a monumental deal, £100 million deal, a British transfer record fee. Not only British transfer record fee, most expensive English player ever and the 9th most expensive player in the history of the football game. And, you know, I have to shout out him and his agency and his agents because when they signed a new deal with Aston Villa, I think a couple of years ago, they put a release clause of £100 million. To be honest, at the time, they thought no one would really cough that amount of money, but they did. And City triggered it, and, you know, he's quite went off to City. Simple as that. And he's smart because he bet on himself. He put the release clause there just in case, he exceeds expectations or fulfills his potential and then goes on to become eligible to play for a bigger club. And so he didn't want to be padlocked and hand-blocked, whatever, and chained to Aston Villa, even though his boyhood club, like one Harry Kane is right now. He's struggling to leave the club. There's no release clause, and so Tottenham can name their price. And he's their price asset, just like Grealish was for City, for Villa. £100 million for Grealish. It's probably overpriced. I probably would have paid 80 million max, but it is what it is. But yeah, the decision really boiled down for his desire to play Champions League football. And a guy of his age and his quality and his ability, he needs to be playing Champions League football. That's the creme de la creme of football right now. And if especially wants to progress his England national career, get more starts and become more of an important factor in that team, it will certainly help. He's playing for a top team and playing Champions League football. He's going to wear the famed number 10 jersey, my favourite jersey. He's going to take over from Sergio Aguero, so he's got big boots to fill. It's a 6-year contract he's on. So yeah, Grealish, working under Pep, arguably the best player developer of all time. Hopefully he can go from strength to strength. And the final rise of the week is one Stephen Curry. Steph Curry. Damn. The greatest shooter of all time, secured the bag again. He's the first ever player to receive two, not one, but two 200 million. Wow, I'm tired. 200 million plus contracts ever. Damn. He signed a 4-year deal, $250 million extension, and he deserves every penny. He's the main reason, he's the main protagonist, he's the main catalyst for the upsurge of the Golden State Warriors and why they are so revered in today's basketball, especially over the last 5 years. And he's the one that, it all starts and ends with Steph Curry, essentially. Essentially, it's an extraordinary amount of money for an extraordinary player and an extraordinary commitment from their talisman. Like I said, their go-to guy, their main man. And that commitment shouldn't be taken for granted. If you boil it down and break it down to the numbers, they read as follows. He's earning $53.75 million a year, $147,159 a day, $6,132 an hour, $102 a minute, and $1.70 a second. So by the time this video is finished, this guy would have earned like 13,000, maybe 15,000. Who knows, man? It's crazy. It's mental. Would have earned like 15,000, basically. So not 15,000, 1,500. See, tired. I'm tired. I remember it's crazy. It's a crazy amount. It's a crazy number for sure. Wow, I'm not bugging. I'm not bugging. I'm not bugging. Basically, between $1,500 and $1,700 he would have earned by the time this video is finished. From the risers, we go to the fallers. Number one faller should be myself because I'm having a mare, but we move. Harry Kane. See how I said about Grealish? This guy, he put a release clause in his contract because he knew, potentially I could want to leave. Harry Kane, he tried to do an alternative approach, even though there's no release clause. There's no clause of any type. He's trying to take matters in his own hands. He seems like he's lying, though. I ain't buying none of that spiel. Because he's trying to push for a move, and I respect that, when the organizations, the teams are ready to get rid of you, they get rid of you. When you want to leave against their wishes, unless you have it in contractual writing, like a release clause, it's tough. But he's trying to deny he's refusing to train, and it's kind of coming off as a PR stunt. And these are the words and the sentiments he said to try to cover his back, hence why people have called it a PR stunt. It's almost 10 years since I made my Spurs debut. For every one of those years, you, the fans, have shown me total love and support. That's why it hurts to read some of the comments this week questioning my professionalism. While I won't go into the specifics of the situation, you kind of need to go to the specifics of the situation if you really want to cover your back. I want to clarify that I would never, and I have never refused to train. I will be returning to the club tomorrow as planned. I wouldn't do anything to jeopardize the relationship with the fans who have given me such unwavering support during my time with the club. This has always been the case as it is today. Harry Kane. Do we buy it, ladies and gentlemen? Because I don't. I don't. Back your talk. I know it's not going to be easy. Good things don't come easily. But let's be honest, man. You want to leave. You're the quote-unquote golden boy, the captain of England, so the media, especially the guy that likes Gary Neville, who said that you're a saint, blah, 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 doesn't drink, doesn't do that, blah, whatever. So they've kind of, I say, same as Souness as well, they said, I have some inside knowledge why he's doing this or why this has happened. They cover your back, so the media won't slate you too much. But I'm not even slating you for doing it. You want to leave, push through the move. You know what I mean? Your career's short. Take matters into your own hand. You want to count the medals on your table when you finish your career. All the goals and the personal accolades are great, but if you're not winning things, it's going to look badly on you. And so you need to go to a team that can help put the players around you that help to facilitate you winning things. From Kane, sticking with football, we go to Barcelona. Well. Their astronomical debt, their poor financial control, their poor organization, their poor everything has lost them arguably the GOATs. Messi, who wanted to stay, has left due to poor financial management. Too many players they have bought have flopped and they're paying high wages to the likes of Dembele, Griezmann, Coutinho. All three of those guys are like close to 500, 600 million in transfer fee alone, let alone the wages. Probably add another 200 million as well, so 800 million altogether for those guys and their packages. Their wages exceed their revenue. I mean, even if Messi stayed, their wages still accounted for 110% of their revenue. Without Messi, Barcelona's annual wages would have accounted for 95% of the revenue, which is above the regulation threshold of 70%. And just to put it more into greater context and numbers, they spend 238 million, 513. Wow. Yeah, they spent a crazy amount. 238,513,600 per year on wages. And Messi, I believe, was on 52 million, so accounting for roughly 25% of that. Damn, it's crazy. But you should blame the Bartomeu era. Laporta should as well. They've put this club they've burned a massive hole in their finances. Like I said, the poor signings, the flops. It's terrible. But from Barcelona, still keeping it with the Spanish speaking. We went from football to boxing, left and the right. No fight at all scheduled for his annual September date, and that can only be one guy because it's Mexican Independence Day. That's Canelo Saul Alvarez. For the third year in a row, he's missed out on maximizing the potential that this date and time of year has to offer for a fight such as his caliber. September 18th was the date. They had prolonged negotiations with two different fighters, Plant and Bival, and the common denominator is Canelo. I mean, of course, he should respect his worth and know what he's worth and, never really veer too much away from that within reason. But him and his team, this has been poorly managed and he's not fighting at all right now. They're going to push to November. But on the other side, think about the fans and the people planning around this day. They want to come see Canelo. I mean, I know I would want to come see Canelo. Viva la Mexico. People that take off work, book holidays, book tickets, book flights. That can't happen. Or try to do early to try to do all this stuff early to save money. That can't happen. But anyways, no further ado, it's your boy Melo. Make sure you like and subscribe. Follow us on all socials, be the Insta, the Twitter. Audibly for listen to our podcast as well. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, we there. TMG, your boy Melo. Remember, midfielder of the year. I'm not just a talking head that can actually get down on the pitch. I'm out.